Hello, hello, Facebook and YouTube. This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edie Hostess of Papa. Currently here doing readings. I'm on the sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, it looks as though there's a relationship that you're going to be embarking on that's going to be wish fulfillment. That's going to be everything that you want it to be. The person that you're wanting to marry, okay? And it's, maybe scary, but you're going to take a leap of faith into this, and it's going to be healing. It's going to be, you know, so beautiful. The relationship is faded, actually. So I'm so happy for you guys. And we have the Justice card here with the World, Emperor. I'm seeing all of these major arcana. Perhaps the person you're with is going to receive justice. You're going to be receiving enlightenment. But it's looking really good. Wait for that. So let's see what, let's go ahead and divine forces of unconditional love, life, peace, health, prosperity, and everything good, and lovely, and wonderful, and positive. What does Sagittarius need to know for their highest good? What does Sagittarius need to know for their highest good at this time? Please and thank you for clear and accurate messages. Family, please know these readings are general. All of the messages may apply, they may not apply. Take what applies, let the rest fly. Okay? Let's get into it. First card out. So there's an opportunity here. An offer being made to you, or you're offering an opportunity to someone, but they may have their guard up. Standing your guard, defending maybe fighting generational curses and taking back control over your life. Knowing that knowing that rejection is God's protection. Moving forward in willpower, determination. Judgment was made. As you took action on this opportunity, King of Wands. And it actually matured you. It, put you in the energy of mastery. Because the King of Wands says that this is your suit, your fire. And that's the center of the reading. So you're standing in your full power. Stand in your full power. You possibly walked away from a marriage or relationship. But in doing so, you gained, clarity. You were triumphant. You were have grown spiritually during this process of perhaps walking away from a marriage. Like you learned the lessons that you needed to learn. You didn't want to make the same mistakes that perhaps past family members did make by staying in a situation too long, But now you're facing your problems head on, and Page of Cups, a new beginning in love, or a blessing in love is coming. A new love is coming, and it's going to be abundant. There's a very high potential for abundance. This is actually a physical gift coming in, so maybe a physical gift of love coming in for you, taking control, taking back power over your life, standing your ground in what it is that you believe and what you want, and going after it, not just being in the energy of regret. you know, wishing things went well, or trying to, you know, make people come along to what it is that you want out of a relationship and try to, you know, work with you. You know, no longer crying over this spilt milk, but looking behind you and seeing the Two of Cups, that seeing that you are worthy of a new love, that you deserve to be fulfilled in a relationship. So perhaps that love that I was talking about in the beginning of the reading was a self-love, you know. We have the Three of Wands come out after the Ace of Pentacles, and that's a physical gift of your ships coming in, you know, love coming in, just all of your wishes and your desires that you know, ever wanted is coming in. So let's get clarity for each of the cards out here. Knight of Pentacles. It's the clarity on the Knight of Pentacles. Exactly. Something was uncovered with the Moon card, and it, you know, gave you the courage to, you know, take action on releasing the burden. 10 of Wands coming out to clarify this. 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor, 5 of Pentacles energy. You know, standing your ground against, you know, a family dynamic that was no longer serving you. It was just too much, too much stress and not enough love. You know, and it just wasn't working anymore. You really tried your best, you tried your hardest, and you carried the burden for so long, but now, I mean, it was uncovered, you just reached your limit, and then the Chariot card came along, you moved forward. It took a lot, willpower and determination. It took a lot of willpower and determination for you to move forward, but you knew that you had to just, you know, take care of you. King of Pentacles, you know, that's that fatherly energy. It took a lot. Like, perhaps there were children involved in this relationship, but, you know, you have to do what was right for you. You have to be a good leader. You don't want to model for your children being in a place or a situation where you're not fulfilled just for the looks of it, you know. But this is about being stable, being grounded, being nurturing self, but also just doing the right thing, being practical, and what it is that you want. And the Judgment card clarifying that is the 7 of Wands again, standing your ground. The judgment that you made is to stand your ground, to stand up for yourself. And all of those things that you don't like, fight to change them or move around. And that's the decision that you made. You fought to change it. They didn't change, so you're moving around. You're honoring yourself, which is, you know, there you go. Because that card was over there, flipped over as well. And you're freeing yourself. You know, the worst is over. You have freed yourself. This is the card of freedom. You know, you took a lot of stabs to the back. You took, you know, on a lot, possibly self-inflicted, and then, you know, inflicted from outside. But, you know, you're freeing yourself. You're learning the lessons that you need to learn. You're paying the karma, whatever karma that you need to pay. Give me clarity on the King of Wands. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing the work at the end of the day to, you know, be rewarded. And you will be rewarded. 30. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, before you weren't investing in yourself. You wasn't setting up, you know, healthy boundaries. But you are now, you know. You know what it is that you want, and you're planting those seeds, setting healthy boundaries, and you're loving yourself. You're loving self. You found this unwavering self-love, And you're very clear about what it is that you want now. And who it is that you want. Lover's card coming out over the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords has been you realize you've come to the epiphany, perhaps with the Ace of Swords, King of Swords. You know what it is that you want out of a relationship now. And now you're ready to offer your cup. You've done the work that you needed to do to release the burden of the past. You're moving forward, getting your life together. You're confident in the decision that you made to stand your ground and to free yourself. You've done the work to cultivate self-love. And in this self-love, you have to find what it is that you want out of a relationship. And clarity on the Page of Cups, please. So, now you're ready to offer that love. So we have the Judgment card again. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, because in the beginning we have the Judgment. So you're this is judgment on all of this. You're judging. You've made your final judgment on confusion. You're no longer confused. You made your final judgment on decision. You're no longer in an indecisive energy. There's judgment on this 9 of Swords energy. You are no longer in this 9 of Swords energy, okay? That's why we have this abundance coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. Give me clarity on the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, Sagittarius. I'm so proud of you guys. Overcoming that self-deception. You're now knowing that you deserve abundance. You deserve wealth. No longer being in this energy of deception. So we got the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups here. So in this energy of no longer deceiving yourself, in this energy of knowing what it is that you want out of a relationship, you find that, and you are able now to begin again, to walk through that doorway of new beginnings, fresh beginnings, perhaps offering an apology to someone, and just planning your life now, moving forward. Hierophant and the 5 of Swords. So a commitment here, moving forward. Like I said, you're no longer confused about what it is that you want out of a relationship. You're no longer tied down with this energy of, crying over spilt milk. You're freeing yourself. No longer in this defensive energy. Releasing that burden. Healing yourself and finding happiness in life again. Taking matters into your own hands. And finding the love again in life. Freeing yourself. This 10 of Swords right there. Alright, beautiful, beautiful energy. So you have commitment coming in. Victory. You will be victorious. uncaging. Exactly. We were just talking about you freeing yourself from a past relationship that didn't work, freeing yourself from the regret of that relationship didn't work, and the anxiety of beginning anew. The beautiful uncaging bottom of the deck is opening to discovery. Yes, you're freeing yourself, and you're opening yourself to discovering who you truly are, with the King of Wands being in the center of the reading. And beneath that is roots of abundance. You are now planting roots of, seeds of abundance, so that those seeds can, begin to shoot, grow their roots down into the earth, and, you know, you know, establish a firm foundation, so that they can blossom into beautiful, healing, you know, energy and beauty for the world to enjoy. So again, bottom of the deck, opening to discovery with the 5, with overcoming regret and freeing yourself from this anxiety. You're opening yourself, you're freeing yourself. 34, 7, very spiritual number of endurance. It says the small bits of data you collect from the world to form ideas, the transfer of vital information via the universe always speaking to you, the need to integrate information and be discerning about what you expose yourself to. Alright, it says we tune into information from our outer environment. This is the card, if you want to see the picture. Outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we are capable of processing, especially since the advent of the internet. We have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messaging invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. Exactly. On the other hand, and that's, you got to be careful about, crying over spilt milk, that, dwelling on relationships that didn't work, or, situations that are not making you happy. It's about, now it's time for you to retrain your mind, to let go of those things, to walk away from trying to control everything, and, allow the universe to step in and be a co-creator, versus trying to just, grasp everything within your hand and try to understand everything. Just being in the energy of trusting in the unknown. It says, on the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us toward growth and expansion. Exactly. That's what you need to focus your energy on. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. The universe is always engaging us. We are part of it. After all, through synchronicity, omens, and other signs that point towards our best path. That's how the universe is always engaging us, okay? It says our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. And that's what you did. You tuned into your environment, and the oracle was saying it's time for you to, this energy is not conducive to your destiny and where you need to go. And you moved away, and now you are attracting to you what is going to help move you forward. It says, however, this new information doesn't always make sense right away. So being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. And that's what, like I said, you did the work, you're doing the work, you've done the work. So it says, today be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superfluous superfluous. You know what I'm trying to say? I think you do. Noise. So You know, get rid of the distractions. Don't dwell on the past. Just focus on your focus on planting seeds of intention of how you want things to go. Okay, so it says maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe and you shall have it. Okay, and then we have 14, a beautiful uncaging. The prison of guilt. Exactly, releasing yourself from this guilt and this regret. A need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, making amends. Beautiful. At this time, you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life. Recognize how it's affecting you and others and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Wow. And that is summarized right here in these 4 cards. The 4 of Pentacles, this 10, the 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor, and the 5 of Pentacles. Let me read that line again. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle. That self-sabotaging cycle can be this 10 of Pentacles, and that could be generational curses. That could be a generational curse that you're overcoming, that self-sabotaging cycle of codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Emperor, distorted sense of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth, leaving you abandoning yourself, But you're moving forward in willpower and determination past that energy, King of Pentacles, and you're grounding yourself in this beautiful, uncaging energy. It says, have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or a broken promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit you are wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. It said you're freeing yourself. And perhaps in this relationship that didn't work out, maybe you've done some things that you weren't supposed to do because you were cowardly and didn't want to just walk away. But, and you're feeling this guilt, and that's perhaps the reason why this is part of the overall energy, this guilt and this regret, energy. You're perhaps regretting that you didn't walk away when you should have walked away, or exactly, you didn't walk away when you should have walked away, and that led you to doing some things that you're possibly not proud of. But this is just part of the process of growing. So it says, take a moment now to consider how you've harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you are able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty as you take self-inventory with the neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is why the guilt is there. You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison. Uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. This is also bottom of the deck, overall energy. Below that is the Ace of Wands. There is a passionate new beginning here for you as you embark on this beautiful uncaging. One that is going to uncage your true and authentic self here and open you to the energy of love. Look at this, the Ten of Cups on the bottom. Happiness, a happy family. Like I said, you're gonna be in the energy of being able to perhaps begin again in your quest to begin another, loving relationship. And then here we go, King of Wands. You being true to yourself, truly finding yourself, and maybe finding just happiness within you, not in partnership with someone else. Maybe it's just you loving you. But then again, it could be you, embarking on another relationship that is everything that you wanted. A loving relationship that is everything you ever dreamed love is or could be. Alright, could be with a Taurus. Got Taurus energy here. Definitely have water energy here. We have Gemini energy here. So it could be dealing with a Gemini. Moon energy, Cancer, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Alright, Sag, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.